So it took a little bit longer than what it called for. It actually called for the smaller tube of biscuits. So since it calls for the smaller tube, and I use the bigger tube, that means you got to bake it a little bit longer. So if you do small, you want to do it for 14 minutes. All right. And if you do big, you want to add a few minutes on. So 17 minutes. All right. And this is in the oven. Now you could do it in the microwave, and it would take a fraction of the time, but whoops, that's all right. I don't do it in the microwave because with the muffins, because we like them to be a little bit more like crunchy, I guess you want to say. Get all that good stuff in there. Love the spatula because it does get all of that stuff right out of the bowl. All right, and you put it on top. Just set that in here. All right, and so look, we got our muffins, and then you got your muffins. Okay, so these are already baked in 17 minutes, and you just want to flip them out, and you can serve them upside down. You see all that caramel on the bottom, and then they can just pull them apart and then eat them, or you can store them in your clearly elegant dish. This is like my favorite dish. So I think that everybody who gets this is going to love it because it's beautiful. Oh, that one's falling apart a little bit. And you can, okay, I had to wait. I'm pulling apart. But you can use this for so many different things besides muffins. All right. But it is beautiful and so fun. And this is actually the Ultra Pro that I was talking about. So it goes in the oven, it goes in the microwave, it goes in the freezer, just like our silicone forms. So super easy, super yummy, and fun to make. All right, back to you, Pam.
And we're going to go back to Amy in a little bit, and she's going to tell us about the Tupperware business options that we have going on right now for if you decide that there's so much here that you want that you can't afford it all, that you can join for a personal discount. And so she'll give you those options in a little bit. But I will share with you, that's one of the reasons why I joined, and somebody guessed it right. I joined Tupperware in 1983. I was very young. And honestly, I am so thankful today that I did it when I was so young, when I joined, because it's been a lot of wonderful years of a career, 39 years in Tupperware, and loving every single minute of it. I'm not kidding. It's like every job I held before Tupperware, I would get so tired of the job and I would just, hate to look at the same four walls or whatever. I really wasn't a very good employee because I never liked my bosses. And then when I joined Tupperware, I was the boss, and I'm like, I guess I better like the boss. All right. And so that's one of the coolest things about the Tupperware business is you are your own boss. You will always be your own boss in Tupperware. All right. And so when I joined Tupperware, believe it or not, some of these items were the hottest and coolest products in the line. And I can remember, if you remember, your mom might have had these. These used to be, when I joined, now a long time ago, they were orange, cranberry, paprika, and butterscotch. But now, when I joined Tupperware, they were actually pink and blues, all right? And I used to call them Dusty Pink and Dusty Blue. Matched your Dusty house. All right? But these are practical now. Remember that seal? That you actually had to get out the toothbrush to clean it up really good? But you can still do that. But actually, with our dishwashers today, they clean up super easy anyways. And everything is dishwasher safe in Tupperware since 1979. Unless it says in the catalog, not recommended for the dishwasher, just because it looks better if you don't after time. And so these are a very practical size. You could certainly use this for a small bag of flour, a small bag of sugar, and tea bags would work perfectly in here. Then the other bowl over here that's so popular is our Fix and Mix bowl. Now, you might have known this as the big bowl, Grandma's big bowl. She probably made double batches of popcorn and cookies in it, and she probably, used it for bobbing for apples, bathing a baby. Everybody always said it's the biggest bowl in Tupperware. It's really not, all right? Tupperware's made bigger bowls since then. This actually holds 26 cups, and our largest bowl right now holds 48 cups. And so we actually have one that holds 59 cups, but it's not in our line all the time. And so the Batsa bowls are very, very cool. But this one is just one of my favorites still. I use this often. because I love the shape. I like that it's kind of flat and round and wide. In fact, the That's-A-Bowl seals fit this bowl. So they're the same exact width around, but the That's-A-Bowls are just deeper. And this is shallow, and it's easy to use for that reason with the electric mixer. Anytime you hear the word mix in a bowl's name, that means you can use the electric mixer to beat the batter, not the bowl. Now, the That's-A-Bowls also are made for the electric mixers, but that was one of the rules a long time ago when I first started selling Tupperware, that you could always know what to mix in by using the name of the product. So this was fix and mix, all right? And then wrapping your fingers around that seal and making sure the seal is on all the way around, and you have an airtight liquid tight seal. Favorite recipe, are you ready? I like this for filling up with about 3/4 of the way full with homemade popcorn that I made on top of the stove. Then you take in the microwave, you take 1 stick of butter and 1 cup of brown sugar. You melt those until they bubble and let it bubble for about 30 to 40 seconds. And once it starts boiling, you're gonna let it watch it about 30 to 40 seconds. And then you pull it out, you add a 2 teaspoons of vanilla, and you add 10 whole marshmallows. And you stir it in, stir it in, stir it in, and those marshmallows are gonna melt right inside of there. And it is so cool because this caramel sticks to the popcorn and not the bowl. You're gonna see as you stir it, use our silicone spatula, of course, but when you stir it, it's not messy at all, like caramel can be. You pour it on top of the popcorn, you seal it up, and you can add pecans or peanuts or anything like that you'd like to add if you want to. Seal it up and walk your hands all the way around, then take it and shake it and shake it and twist, and really do this and do this and do this. Doesn't do a darn thing for the popcorn, but it's gonna help you burn some calories because you're gonna eat it all. It's so yummy, all right? It is so yummy. Now again, that's 1 stick of butter, 1 cup of brown sugar, and you boil that in the microwave until it bubbles all up. And then about 30 to 40 seconds of bubbling, you pull that out and add the 10 full marshmallows, the regular sized marshmallows, stir them in, a teaspoon of vanilla, stir that in, and pour it on. You're ready to go, all right? Delicious, all right? You're gonna love it, love it, love it. All right, and then of course our Jello Mold, which is so practical and smart to have in your home. And you're like, why? Because it makes everything pretty. If you're gonna make potato salad, why serve potato salad in the bowl when you can serve it on a platter in the shape of the Jello ring? You smash it down inside there, the macaroni salad, the potato salad, smash it down inside of there. If you're doing a big ham salad or a big chicken salad for a shower, why not smash it down inside of here, and then it'll form a beautiful ring. You turn it out over on leaf lettuce or Boston lettuce, and it looks so pretty, and people can come up and just take a scoop of it, put it on their plate, eat it straight, or put it on a little piece of bread. And in the center, you can add a little bit of olives or some pickles or some wedges of carrots or celery. It's really pretty. You can also do that if you're serving a very large crowd with a cheese log or anything like that that you need to have a very large crowd for. You can make a beautiful circle ring as well with that. Now, I also do Rice Krispie treats, and you can decorate it for the holiday season you're doing if you want to make it look like a wreath, or if you want to take out a little bit of it and make it look like Pac-Man going after something. That's an old one, but a good one still. And it's also really fun if you'd like to use it for a Halloween. You make it look like just a fall wreath, all right? And so that's really fun. You can also make sandwiches down inside of here. You literally take pieces of bread and you can cut off the crust. And then you take the bread and you just lay it all down inside of here, and you kind of smash it in there just a little bit, not a lot, but just kind of wedge it down in there. Then you take the different kind of lunch piece and the cheeses on there. Go ahead and do your mayonnaise or your mustard, whatever you're going to do. Another piece of bread on top, and you form it. And you're going to store it in the refrigerator all night or whatever before the shower, before the party. You're going to store it down inside of here, and it's going to settle really nicely. And when you turn it over, and you can turn it over on a bed of lettuce again, bed of greens, and it's a beautiful ring, and you can add little cherry tomatoes around it. It's very, very pretty, very festive for any baby shower, wedding shower, or Brooks Club over, anything like that. Along with the potato salad or the fruit salad, you always got to do something, a Jello salad in here. It's so pretty, right? And then last but not least, my favorite is not healthy, but yummy, yummy, yummy. You take ice cream that you've let set out on the counter a little bit, and you start making a layer of ice cream, and then a layer of chocolate fudge, and smashed Oreos that you chopped up in the chopper, and then you put that down inside of there, another layer of ice cream, and maybe a layer of your me, chopped nuts, because I love my nuts, and chocolate, or, you know, I even do the pecans with the caramel on top of that, and then a layer of chocolate, ice cream, and so all the way up, and then you seal it all the way around, and this is when you're going to put this in the freezer and freeze it really good and hard, pull it out the next day, and you can turn that over on any cake platter or whatever. It's really pretty ice cream cake, homemade. You can even put candles in it and blow them out for a birthday party. And then last but not least, don't forget that gel ring, right? The gel ring is perfect for any of your Jello recipes that are made for gel ring recipes. The layers of different colors of Jello is really pretty. And I also will share with you, this is great if you're going to have a fruit punch and you want to add the ice to the fruit punch. I freeze the fruit punch. I make the fruit punch ahead of time, and I freeze part of it in here. And so as it melts in my fruit bowl, in my punch bowl, it's going to keep it cold. It's easy to scoop from. It's pretty floating. And as it melts, it doesn't dilute my punch. All right. So many reasons why you need to have more than one of these, right? Now you're thinking, oh, I didn't know I wanted one. Now I need two. All right. So that is so fun. Now we're going to turn it over to Lori. Before we do that, Jessica, how many guests do we have on tonight?
Hi, everyone. We have 34.
All right, 34 guests. That's awesome. All right, so hey, Alexa, give me a random number between 1 and 34.
Here's a number between 1 and 34. It's 14.
Number 14, who's our lucky winner?
Number 14 is Sharon Hughes with Robin. Congratulations.
Awesome. Sharon, make sure that Robin sends me your address and so I can send you some free Tupperware. Thank you so much for being with us this evening and having fun with us, all right? All right, our next game is how many, I have to look at this and read it because I read it for the first time. How many countries has Kim and Jim visited paid for by Tupperware? How many countries have I visited paid for by Tupperware? All right, so put your guesses in there. Oh, by the way, the last one was Stephanie Armstrong was our winner. So congratulations, Stephanie. All right, guys, go ahead and guess that as we turn it over to our next demonstrator, and that is Lori Morris. Take it away, Lori.
Hi, everybody. Hey, can I answer that question? I know how many countries. Guess not. Okay, so what I am going to show you today, and I just made this for the first time today, but I'm going to make it again because while I was waiting here, I was having a great time. So what I'm making for you guys, and put in the chat if you have done this before, I'm making Play-Doh. All right, so the cool thing about this Play-Doh is it is edible. Not that you're going to serve it to your children to eat, but you don't have to worry when the little ones put it in their mouth and eat it, right? So it is completely edible. And I made this one. So this is my blue. You can make it whatever color you want. And it was sitting here for a while and it got a little, not hard, but just not as pliable. So all you do is add a little vegetable oil to it. So it softens your dry hands at the same time that it softens up your Play-Doh. All right. So I'm going to show you really quickly how you do this. So simple. So simple. So as Amy said, the micro pitcher. This is my micro pitcher. I use it every single day. It is a 2-cup measure on the bottom and a 1 cup here and a cover. Like Amy said, you can stop the splatter in your microwave when you're using this, but I was using this as a cover because I boiled this water a few minutes early. And while I was listening to everyone, I put the cover on to keep it warm. Okay. So what I microwaved was 3/4 of a cup of water. Now with this recipe, I just will caution you, you have to be exact. All right. And the cool thing about our measurements in Tupperware is we have the most accurate measuring cups out there. So says Good Housekeeping. So if Good Housekeeping says it, then it's the truth. So 3/4 of a cup minus 3 tablespoons. So 3/4, take out 3 tablespoons because you're going to add to the water before you boil it, lemon juice, 3 tablespoons of lemon juice. 3/4 a cup of water, 3 tablespoons of lemon juice in your micro pitcher. Put it in, you don't cover it, put it in. I did about 3 minutes and 30 seconds, okay? And then in your bowl, I've got the middle impressions bowl. You're gonna do 1 cup of flour, right, out of your canisters. I have my peekaboo canisters. Level it off. Everyone knows how to do that, right, with a knife. And a 1/4 cup of salt. So you just put that in there. And you can use, I like this flat spoon. Everyone says, oh, why do we have this flat spoon in Tupperware? Well, this is one reason. It doesn't catch anything. It's flat. So it just helps you mix really well. I use it a lot. It's not good for tasting because it doesn't have like an indentation to hold anything. Okay. So you just mix up the salt and flour. Now, what you add to this, you could add Kool-Aid packs if you want to scent it and you want to color it, but pour it in very slow because Kool-Aid is going to bubble up. So pour Kool-Aid in very slow. Or you can use food coloring. So I did that one blue. So I'm going to do this one purple because I like purple. And I added about 6 drops on the first one. Sorry, I couldn't count and talk at the same time. I did 8 there, okay? So I'm just gonna take a spoon. I'm gonna mix it up. So you can add any color you want. You can also use food coloring. And if you have any kind of scented oils, you know, like the essential oils, Tupperware has 2 of them with our diffuser, you can scent it so it smells good, okay? And then you pour it in. All right, now I'll show you. You're going to start mixing this and it's not going to form a ball. I'll show you. It's going to start to like separate a little bit. And when it starts to separate, this goes really quickly. I'll show you. Just when it starts to like separate into maybe like dough, not into a ball. Just use your knife or your spoon to get it off. Okay, so it looks like this, right? It's not a ball, it's just like that. Then you're gonna take your vegetable oil. I don't cook with this. This is vegetable oil. I cook with extra virgin olive oil. And you're gonna add a tablespoon of vegetable oil in there. And what that's gonna do is it's gonna form a ball, and it's gonna form a ball pretty quickly. And then once it starts to form it, you can take it with your hands and knead it. So the cool thing about our bowls, if I were using a mixer, like a hand mixer, our bowls are scratch resistant, especially our That's a Bowls. Okay, look at how quickly that formed a ball. No shaking required here. So it's really a great consistency, which is what I liked because I don't like it being all sticky. All right. And I have my rings on and it doesn't stick to my rings. Okay. So that is your Play-Doh and it is the coolest. It doesn't have that or Play-Doh. Did I say Kool-Aid? I don't know. I was thinking I wanted to say Play-Doh, but Kool-Aid, it felt like I said it. When my daughter, she's 14 now, when she played with Play-Doh, it smelled and it had like a really weird texture to it. This is nice and soft. You can even use this like a stress ball and it smells good. All right, so you can eat this. So what you do is let this cool. All right, and what you can do is store it. Like I have a little sandwich packable, like a packable. If it was just for a few days, you can store it for your kids. I realized while I was waiting, this little bowl that we have is about a cup. It fits perfectly in here. And when you put it in an airtight container, like Tupperware, it'll last. So isn't that cool? So that one's a little bit warm, but this one is not. So, oh, this one feels good, nice and cool. So what you can do, I have my silicone mat here, another use for the silicone mat because nothing sticks to it. This mat is amazing. And I have said, and anyone that knows me, I am not a baker, but I love this mat. I use it for everything except baking. All right, so Shape-O toy. You have kids, you have babies. The Shape-O toy is on sale right now. And with the Shape-O toy comes these little shapes, right? Now I made some before. I made a little star, and there's a circle, right? And you just take your Shape-O or your Shape-O toy pieces. Star always gets stuck. And you just make your little shapes. So another thing, you can use cookie cutters, but why not go completely Tupperware and get the Shape-O toys for your kids or your grandkids or the neighbor and let them play with the Play-Doh. And then if they get hungry and they eat this, totally fine. I do not know what this tastes like. Dwayne, you want to come and try this? No. Everything. I'm always like, Dwayne, will you try this and see if it's good? But you can, you know, if they get in here, like the little star, you could take a toothpick. Yeah, this one. But if you don't like what you did, right? You just put it all back together and there it is in a ball again. So it literally takes 5 minutes to make this. You have 3 kids, you can make a Play-Doh ball for each kid and they can play with it with their heart's content. Store it. And like I said, when it gets a little bit harder than this, just pour a little olive oil on it, vegetable oil, and it's done. All right. So I will post the ingredients for this on the page here later tonight. But grab a Shape-O toy, get your mat, and make some edible Play-Doh. So this is awesome. I'm just going to play with this the rest of the show. So back to you, Pam.
All right, thank you so much, Lori. Amazing again. I love the vegetable. I love the Shape-O ball. And honestly, my grandson, he did eat the Play-Doh. It tastes like salt, by the way, because I tasted it. It's very salty. But I will share with you that the measuring cups from Tupperware are the best ranked measuring cups on the market. Isn't that crazy, Tupperware? We have been written up by Good Housekeeping as the most accurate. And it's so important when you're baking that you're accurate. And so we also have 2/3 and 3/4, which most companies don't have. And so there are actually 6 cups here, and a lot of times there's only 5. All right. And that is my Yorkie talking to my mother. Sorry about that. And so the measuring cups are on sale for $15. So get your measuring cups, because if you buy them in the Tupperware catalog, they're $25, and that price is actually going to go up. But they come with the measuring spoons. And so for only $15, you can get them right now on sale. So that's a really good deal. All right. All kinds of cool stuff going on. And somebody got the right answer. Did anybody get the right answer? How many countries I've been to? All free from Tupperware. Oh my goodness, nobody got it. What was the closest?
20 was the highest one I saw when I was looking.
20 was the highest. Are you guys ready for this? 32 countries, all free from Tupperware as award gifts. And there were times when I went to 3 and 4 at the same time, because, you know, you went to Germany and Switzerland and, you know, all the way across to Italy. And so, yeah, there's sometimes, but I actually have been to Italy 8 times. So that's one of our favorite places to travel to. So anytime Tupperware would offer a trip that included Italy, we would turn it up and make sure it happened so we could get that trip, because that's our favorite. But all over the world. I have to be honest with you, Hong Kong was very, very interesting. It wasn't necessarily my favorite. I thought it was the most intriguing and interesting, but the most beautiful. We love Italy for the culture. It's so fun there. But to me, I really loved, I don't know, well, Croatia, but what city was it in Croatia that we enjoy so much? Dubrovnik. Yeah, Dubrovnik in Croatia. It's so beautiful. And I really love that right there right on the side of the water, and the restaurant, which is so cool. So, and it's called, the restaurant is called Hole in the Wall or something like that. Yeah, it's literally a hole in the wall. There's a wall that goes around the city. It's on the Adriatic Ocean, and it's literally a hole in the wall that you have to go out and through, and then you're on the side of the wall of the city. And it's a little restaurant. It's so cool. So, oh, you got to do it. You got to do it. All right. And so obviously Tupperware always offers awards and trips. And now one of the coolest things is you don't have to wait for them to offer the specific trip you want. You actually can earn the bonus points, use all those bonus points and go anywhere you want to go. And so it's really, really cool. All right. And so you got to find out about that because that's kind of a new program that our sales force doesn't even know all about it yet. So it's going to be announcing real soon. And speaking of announcing, our hostesses can get in on this really cool deal. Now, right now, this beautiful set is one of the sets that our hostesses can have. We actually put fruit in it just so you can see how pretty it is, because I think that the empty bowl doesn't show off how pretty it is. So we purposely put fruit in it so you can see how pretty it is. They are bowls they look like glass. They're actually, they're not actually acrylic either. They are Triton. I wanted to say titanium. I'm like, no, they're not titanium, they're Triton. And they are scratch resistant tumblers, luncheon plates, and then little plates. And then of course the pitcher was beautiful with lemon water or a strawberry water in it. And then of course, 3-piece bowl set. All of this is free for a host that has a $500 party and 2 of her friends saying that was really cool. I want to do it too. And how cool is this to have a party like this, right? Put it right into your Facebook group and boom, you've got all kinds of cool friends being able to see the latest and greatest in Tupperware. And then this is the other option. And this is with a $500 party and 2 datings. And this is the Crystal Wave set. This is made for the microwave. All you do is rock the cap and you can put your food in there and heat it up and close it for the refrigerator or the freezer or the countertop. And so it's airtight, liquid tight seal. All right. The other thing that's cool about these is the little feet on the bottom hold it up out of the microwave floor. And so the microwaves go all around. So it heats faster than putting a regular bowl in the microwave. It doesn't heat as fast because it doesn't have feet. All right. And so those feet are magic feet. All right. And then the other cool part is these handles stay cool. So you don't ever pull out anything that's so hot that you burn yourself or it's too hot and you have to get a pot holder. You can go in there and not get that hot. These are made for reheating, and so that's 50 to 70% power. So it preserves the product line forever. It doesn't ever get any kind of pitting or anything on it. But they are stain resistant, and so they're not going to get the red sauce stain that things get in the microwave. That's not going to happen in this line now because we have a stain guard in there. Then they have the divided dish that I really like. There's 2 of these in this set, which really is great for family members that aren't home in time for supper to put away their meal. And these are perfect if you have, like on Easter Sunday when you had the leftover ham, the mashed potatoes, and the green beans. You can make this, fill it full and put it in the freezer, and that would be a meal for 2 easy. So it's very practical for that. And then they get really large. So this great big one holds a lot of soup, right? And then honestly, these hold a lot of soup. That's soup for a whole family for sure. The big one is really nice though. When you do have a big turkey dinner or a big ham dinner and you want to pull all that meat off the bone, this is a great bowl to put all the excess meat in as you start to go through it. You have that excess meat to pull and use. And talk about pulling and using the excess meat. We're going to have our next demonstrator show us how to use that leftover ham in a real practical way to make a great recipe. But before we do that, we also want to ask our next trivia question and see if we can get a winner on this one. And that is, how long was Pam in Tupperware before she earned a company car? How long was I in Tupperware? I've been in Tupperware for 39 years. How long did it take me to earn that company car? And right now, before we go to our next demonstrator, which is Robin, I want to ask Jessica, how many guests do we have on, Jessica?
Hi, everyone. We have 38, Pam.
Right, 38. Hey, Alexa, give me a random number between 1 and 38.
Here's a number between 1 and 38. It's 23.
23.
23 is Nicole with Melanie Alt. Congratulations.
Hey, congratulations. All right, so Melanie, make sure I get Nicole's address so I can send her out some free Tupperware. Wonderful. And now let's turn it over to Robin. She's going to tell us how to use some of that Easter meat that you might have left over if you've got ham. Thank you. Take it away, Robin.
Hello, it's me, Robin, and I'm here in my kitchen, and I am making, I'm actually meal prepping breakfast muffins, and these are egg muffins. They're like an egg omelet. And I started off, I have 7 eggs in my mixing store. That's an 8-cup pitcher. I love it. I took the splash guard off because I wasn't using a mixer. I'm using my wire whisk. So I started off cracking 7 eggs. And then I have about 1/4 of an onion in here. and I need to chop it up. I'm going to do that real quick. Look how quick this is. And that's it. It's nice and fine. This one isn't the Supersonic, but what is available now is the Supersonic Chopper, and I love that because I have a fear of blades, so I don't have to mess with the knife too much. But I do have to be very careful with these blades and very careful not to slice my silicone spatula. So I've got my onions, and you can put anything you want in here. If you want some peppers, you can put some peppers, mushrooms. I didn't include those because I'm hoping maybe my daughter will eat some. And so I wanted to make sure that she would like it. So she's not a mushroom fan, although I would have filled this with mushrooms. You should also put some spinach in here, and I would chop it up as well. So that's all we need that for. And all I want to do is add some salt and pepper to this eggs and onions. And like I said, any other veggies you want, I'd put right in here. I chop it up and put it right in here. And I'm going to just whisk that together. And as soon as I'm done with that, that's all you need. Okay. So it doesn't take very long with this wire whisk, I tell you. So I've got my silicone form. And when I made them earlier, I forgot to put it on a cookie sheet. Put it on a cookie sheet first. It's very hard to lift it when it's full. So Amy already told you all about silicone form. I don't need to put any spray or anything in there. And what I'm going to do with my egg mixture, and this is why I love the mix and store pitcher, is I'm just going to fill it about halfway with some of this egg mixture. And I'm just using my wire whisk to get it in there. Got a little bit of a mess because I'm right-handed. You don't get to really see what I'm doing. But fill each cup just about halfway. And if you feel too much, it's okay. You could even them out at the end. We're going to not use all of it. We're going to top it off with some egg mixture at the end. And this has the eggs and the onions in there, the salt and the pepper. And I really didn't need to do all 6 of them right now, but I did anyways. Okay, so now we're halfway there. Here's where our leftovers come in. I had lots of leftover ham, and this is just 2 slices that I diced up a bit, but I wanted to show you because I love my knives. This is the Tupperware utility knife. I'm afraid of blades. I love that it has the sheath on it. You can take it to your church potluck if you have to cut something there and not have to worry about it poking through your bag. But this is super, super sharp. And I just wanted to show you. I left a little bit of this uncut, but it just cuts this leftover. This is cold ham. It just cuts it like butter. Look at that. I don't even have to make any effort. And I want it diced a bit. So that's it with my little knife. Now, I'm going to put some of this ham into here, and you can put as much as you want or as little as you want. It does kind of sink to the bottom, but I always fill it halfway anyways. But I want a lot of ham. These are Weight Watcher friendly. If you're on Weight Watchers like I am, eggs for me are 0 points. So far, everything in there is 0. This ham, I'm going to say, is going to add about 1 point per muffin. And then we're going to put some cheese in there too, and that'll add about 1 point per muffin. So it'll be 2 points per muffin. And I usually would eat, I would say, 2 of these. So that's enough of the ham. I might stick some more in there afterwards. Finally, well, not finally, we've got a little bit more. I've got some fresh grated cheese. Now, I love my Grate Master. I grated it already so that you didn't have to watch that because all those ladies, they were so chatty, and we're trying to be quick tonight. But when you grate your cheese yourself, I tell you what, it melts better, it tastes better, and it's fantastic. And I'm using sharp cheddar, and I'm going to put about a tablespoon. I'm not going to measure it because I just don't really care that much, but I'm putting a pinch in each cup right on top of the ham and the egg. And that's pretty simple. And if there's any leftovers, I'm just going to seal it up in my little Tupperware container. If you're going to use it right away, you really don't have to add anything. If you're going to hold on to it for a while, you could put a little cornstarch in there and shake it up, and that'll keep it from caking. And that's nice to have it not be cakey. And about enough. A little more in this one. We need a little more cheese. You can never have too much cheese. Don't you agree? So there we go. Oh, I didn't get to mention my Cheese Smart, the Cheese Smart containers. Honest to Pete, look at this. I can fit 2 pounds of, this is sliced cheddar cheese. I've got some mozzarella in there, and it just lasts forever. It keeps just the right amount of moisture, doesn't make my fridge stink. And that's that. All right, now finally, my oven is preheating at 350 right now. Actually, it's already preheated because I already made some of these. I'm going to just top this off with a little bit of this egg, and I just want to show you how I finish it off. I did use 7 eggs. You could use less, or you could use more. If you get to this part and you don't have enough to top them off, you don't really need to, but you could whisk up a couple more eggs in there. I already put some in that one. But I also am I'm just going to scrape that out. They're not quite even. They're not as good as my first batch. But I'm just going to use my whisk and I'm going to poke that down in there. If it's sticking out, just poke it down in there. Get everything wet. I'm making a bit of a mess. These are going to go into the oven, and I cooked them for 30 minutes at 350, and they turned out beautifully, and I'm going to show you that. So that's it. They're all ready to go into the oven. So I have made these before, but I've never made them in the silicone form. And I was curious, are they going to turn out all right? So this was my first batch. As you can see, I already got 2 off of there. I didn't know if they'd come out. I'm like, well, how will they come out? But check this out. I haven't even touched these yet. They just pop right out. There's nothing left in my muffin form. And I just love the way they turned out. And finally, there you go. I can store these in the refrigerator. I'm going to use my snack store container, and all week long, I made a dozen total. All week long, I can eat these for breakfast, just reheat them. I've got right here my microwavable plate, and just reheat it for about, if you're doing 2 of them, about 45 seconds. And look how delicious this is. Look at this. Oh, it's a little bright, but anyhow, and they taste good too because I've already eaten one. So there you go. Breakfast for a week. Just heat it up and go, grab and go. That's all I have to say, Pam.
All right. Thank you so much. Again, a great demo. And so how long have I been selling Tupperware? You got it. 39 years. How many countries have I been to? 32. And last question, how long did it take me to get a company car? And so do we have anybody with a close answer?
Not that I see.
Okay, well, it was a little extreme. I was a go-getter, right? And really, honestly, when I joined Tupperware, I came in because I was going to get out of Tupperware. And I'm not kidding. They told me I could come in and I could try out the business and I could get a discount. And I thought, I'll get in and get a discount and get everything I want in my kitchen because I can't afford to buy it. And I could go ahead and sell Tupperware for a few weeks, use the money I make and buy everything I want at a discount. When I'm done getting everything I want in my kitchen, I'll quit. And I came in to do that. And guess what? I found out this was a pretty cool company. And it wasn't just the people that I really liked. And I thought, wow, this is cool. I like the people. They're so giving and they're so totally giving me great training. It wasn't just that. It was the product. I was crazy about the product. And I felt really good when somebody bought Tupperware because I felt like I was helping their family because our product is that practical and that good for the home. And I also loved the fact that I was my own boss. I set my own hours. I decided how long I was going to work. I could make as much money as I wanted to. And I could also pull back if I didn't want to make a lot of money. But I was making a lot of money real fast. And I got my first car in 7 weeks. I know it's crazy, right? 7 weeks. And I was driving a company car and they gave me a set of keys for myself and a set of keys for my husband. And they insured the car, which was crazy because I had a little habit of having tickets. Speeding tickets. I know my husband was a police officer too. It's crazy. But I will share with you that the thing that really, really blew his mind was that company car. And that was the game changer for him, and his attitude changed with the company and how I could make this a career. And because honestly, as a police officer, he didn't want his wife going out and selling Tupperware. He wanted to be home and taking care of the kids. And it wasn't a bad thing. It was just what we wanted. We wanted to raise the kids. It wasn't like a demeaning thing or anything like that. But when I did get busy in the business, he really respected it. He respected the company and respected what I was able to do for the home. And 39 years fast forward, we did put 3 kids through college. And now he's completely retired and full-time in Tupperware with me. And so crazy, right? So you might be sitting there thinking, you know what? I would like to be able to have my husband retire and work together on a job together. I would love to be my own boss and take the time away I want to take away and go on vacation when I want to go on and not have somebody tell me when I could and couldn't go. I would love to be able to put three kids through college. That's real money, guys. All right. And it is very, very fun to be able to run your own business and create that energy for others as well. And that's my joy today, is helping other people come into this business and see that they too can have their own career and have their own business. And, you know, when you join Tupperware, you're not working for me, you're working for you, all right? I help you build your business, all right? And so it's a really cool thing, because every time I help somebody, I have three fingers coming back to my family as well, and it's helping my family too. And that's what I will teach you to do too, in helping other people. So as you look over this all night, maybe you want to say, okay, just tell me what it would cost if I wanted to try this. Let's take it away, Amy. Go ahead.
Awesome. I was just listening to you. I forgot to unmute myself. Almost forgot. Anyway, Pam is right. So there's so many benefits to Tupperware, and one of the main ones is the products. Because there's a lot of things that this product can do. It can help you make that money from anywhere, right? And you don't have to be in one spot. You can be all over the place, and it doesn't have to be in one area either. We are all over the nation, which is amazing. We even have people down way down south too. And I think she's on tonight. But anyway, and it helps you create memories. So the bowls that Pam was talking about, I have memories with those bowls a lot. I always hear people, the stories of the memories, but it's amazing. It helps you in the kitchen. It helps you save money with your fruits and your vegetables. It helps you save money when you are freezing products, right? So you go to the store and you buy that bag of frozen chicken nuggets, right? And you come home and you don't use them all at one time, and they don't have resealable bags. They have ones that you basically tear open. You can put them in our Tupperware, and they'll stay fresher much longer than just in the bag, in the open bag in the freezer. We have products for on the go. We have products for baking, and for everything. We have a little bit of everything. But you know what? My favorite thing out of all of this amazing, okay, so let me just tell you, all of this stuff is valued at about $400, and you can get it for just $120. And remember how I was telling you about that Red Bull? All right, the Red Bull I was using, it's right here. Here it is. That's a bowl. And there are 3 ways you can get that. You can purchase that tonight in the That's a Bowl set. Okay, that is not always available. And we only have about 1 more week left of that bowl, that set, okay? Or you can be a hostess and you can get that bowl for free. Or you can join us and you can get all of this and that bowl for just one price. But my most favorite thing is our Supersonic Chopper system. All right, so this is the money maker. It is, and it saves you tons of money. So this alone is valued at $93. Okay, and so it has a little guy. All right, it has a little chopper, which is great for chopping up you could put your ham in here and chop up a little bit of ham. All right, you could put in here your onions and chop up your onions. You could put an egg in here and chop up an egg, or your nuts, your herbs. You can put all those little things in here and chop up the little things. Or you can use the bigger one, which also comes with a funnel. You know what time it is? Well, almost. Okay, so Ohio's kind of crazy weather today. But coming up, we're going to have some beautiful weather, and maybe you're somewhere that you already have beautiful weather. And you can go outside and you can make some yummy margaritas, right? Or salsas, because in here you can make those. You can make blizzards, or you can make shakes, right? But my favorite recipe in here is a simple salsa. So if you don't have that recipe, you need to get it from your consultant. All right. It does have stainless steel blades. It does have the protector on here. So this protects your blades from getting dull fast, and it protects your fingers. All right. So when you pull it out, or maybe when your little one pulls it out of the cover by accident. Okay, you gotta be careful because these are really, really sharp, people. All right, so you put the blades down in here, and then it has this motor, all right, with a cord, and you're gonna put that right on top of here. You're gonna put all your vegetables in here, and you're just gonna pull that and chop it, and it's like 288 chops per pull. What do we call it? Okay, so a friend of mine, Loretta, she calls this the Cuisinart without the plug. Okay, and so this is it's what it's like, and you can put this in so many different places. You can put this on a boat. You can put it in your house, in an apartment. You don't have to have a big place for this. You can put it in a camper. Or you can even take this little guy if you have babies. All right, you can take the little one with you on the go and chop up your baby food when you're out and about. Right, so it's so nice. It's so practical. Whoops, it is plastic, so I don't have to worry when I drop it, because I do get the dropsies a few times. All right, so but it's amazing, and so why not? Why not do this? You know, if you need an extra $100, extra $500, you could get that with all of this. And you don't have to be, if you're saying to yourself, I'm not a salesman, I'm not a seller, I can't sell to people. I'm going to tell you, neither am I. I am not a salesperson. However, I do love this product, and I do love sharing this product with everybody. And I highly believe everybody should try, right? It may not be for everybody, but everybody should give it a try. All right, back to you, Pam.
Oh, thank you, Amy. That was awesome. And that is exactly what we want to share with you. Give it a try. You're not gonna find any pressure here. We will always tell you, we're not gonna push you. We might pull you, but we're not gonna push you. There is a bonus gift for signing up tonight. You can talk to your Tupperware rep about that. There is a bonus gift for signing up anytime before the 27th, all right, with Tupperware. They have a really cool little gift, a bonus for you. All right, and so how long has it been that Pam has took earn a card? 7 weeks. How long have I been selling Tupperware? 39 years. And how many countries have we been to? 32. And so that sounds like something too good to be true. You know what? You're talking to her. It's not, it's true as can be. And I have to share with you, running one of the sharpest teams in the entire country, Champion Enterprises. We're currently number 5 in North America, number 101 in the world. And I am so proud of the team and who we are and how we help families. And so I'd like that next family to be yours. And so give it some thought tonight. And as we get ready to close up tonight, we want to just remind you that it's really a great time. Summertime is tougher time, going into our summertime, for you to go ahead and plan on hosting a party. I will tell you a really cool deal is coming, because birthday month is May. And so our birthday will start next month, and actually that starts on the 28th. Our next cooking show is going to be next week, which is actually the 25th, 23rd, 26th. Yeah, the 26th is our next cooking show right here. And we would recommend that you go ahead and host that night, and let us close your party in the month of May, the very first week, just a couple days later, and get all those host bonuses as well. Because there's going to be host bonuses like there is right now. There's a host bonus for Crystal Wave. Next month, there's going to be host bonuses as well. And so you'll get to choose which bonus you want to play in. Right now, you can actually choose two. Talk to your Tupperware rep. Get all the orders in though, because that is prices are going to change, because we're a petroleum-based product. And so our prices are changing a little bit. So you want to submit everything you can submit, but you actually can close the additional party in the very 28th of April to get in on a choice of deals. All right. So talk to your Tupperware rep. She's got the deals for you. She can tell you how to get the best for you to what you want and what will work best for you and your family. Okay. So Jessica, how many hosts do we have on tonight?
Hi, everyone. We have 12.
All right, yay. And Jessica, how many guests do we have on altogether?
26.
All right, 26, awesome. Okay, so Alexa, give me a random number between 1 and 26. Hey, Alexa, give me a random number between 1 and 26.
Here's a number between 1 and 26. It's 18.
18 is our next
All
winner.
right. All right. Number 18 is Mary Seisman with Melissa Mullins. Congratulations.
Congratulations. All right, Mary, make sure I get your address through Melissa. All right, and then all of our hosts, we have 12 hosts on this evening. And so for the grand prize with the host, door prize, let's give it away. Hey, Alexa, give me a random number between 1 and 12.
Here's a number between 1 and 12. It's 5.
5.
All right. Number 5 is Melissa Mullins, who is a host with me. Congratulations.
Awesome. Congratulations, Melissa. And so we'll make sure we get you out a little bonus pack there for our grand prize with our hostesses this evening. And I hope to see all of you next week and every single week right here on our channel that we do cooking with Tupperware every Tuesday night at 8 o'clock. Thank you guys so much. Bye-bye.